Go! It was always a dream of mine to become a mum. I wanted to have a partner. I wanted the typical relationship, but it just didn't work.
So, like an increasing number of Aussie women, Brooke Bauer decided to go it alone, using IVF.
I was 37 at the time, and I went and met with my gynecologist, and she said to me, "Do you think you're ready to embark on this journey now?" And I said yes, and she said, "Great, let's go now."
Dr. Luke Rombouts is the medical director of Monash IVF. When he started practicing 25 years ago, solo mums were a rarity. Not anymore.
Now, in my personal practice, about 1 in 5 of the patients that I see are solo mums.
Becoming a solo mum isn't cheap or straightforward. Each round of IVF can cost up to $10,000, and there is compulsory counselling.
I had to have several psychiatrist and psychology appointments, which was rather overwhelming. Some of the questions they asked, I had to close my eyes and be like, am I answering that right, or are these trick questions? Because the person next to me in the shopping centre, they don't have to have that and they can go and have a baby.
There's some really important issues to be discussed. How is the patient potentially going to inform the child later on that it's donor conceived? So we know that these things are really important, that they clearly can't be rushed.
Oh yes, totally.
When Liza Rady made the decision to start IVF in 2007, people's reactions weren't always kind.
When I mentioned it to my GP, who was an older, more traditional guy, he actually said, "Why don't you just get knocked up behind the pub?" As a woman, we don't have the luxury of waiting until we meet the right person. I would rather have children first and worry about a relationship later than thinking every person I met, is this the guy I'm going to have children with? So I just decided to do it the other way around.
Liza wasn't fazed when she learned she was carrying triplets.
My response was, well, I'm single and I drive a Mini, so that should work out quite well. I didn't really know how I was going to cope, but I just knew that I would.
Her 3 boys were born at 28 weeks and spent the first 11 weeks of their life in hospital.
I might get emotional here. And just hearing those little cries for the first time was just the most amazing and terrifying moment of my life. But it was just everything that I'd hoped for.
Life with 3 12-year-olds, 5 guinea pigs, a cat and a dog takes a fair bit of juggling.
I would describe my house as part zoo, part circus. It's loud, it's chaotic.
Put her down, not at the table.
The thing that I find most difficult is making the big decisions, the decisions about where we should live or where the boys should go to school, or decisions about their upbringing. But I think on the flip side, being the sole decision maker and the sole person that they have to turn to for guidance and support creates a really strong bond between us.
Swap.
Thank you. But it's okay to admit that sometimes you want to put your child on eBay.
For Brooke, the juggle is only just beginning.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye.
Say bye, Mum.
Now that I'm in the position that I'm in, I think, wow, go me, go us women. We can do it. I feel sorry for men. When I was putting his pram together, I remember Mum and I was sitting here out the back doing it together, and my dad was sitting inside, and he looked over and he's like, "Do you need a hand?" And we were like, "No, absolutely not." And my mum sort of joked, males will become extinct and we won't need them.
Oh God, Higgins Price, are you okay?
That's fine. Easy come, easy go.
I think that it is so wonderful that this reflects the changing attitudes that are out there to, especially when it comes to families and growing your family in whatever way that you may want to do that. You hear it there from Liza's own story, the way that she was treated back when she was thinking about this as an option. That was, less than 2 decades ago. We've come so far now, and I think that it is so wonderful that, you can, if you want that and you do have the means to do it, it's wonderful that it's not.
They're extraordinary women, but imagine finding out you had triplets by yourself.
God,
You'd be like,
no.
ah.